let's see here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna jump in. I've literally went through and I was trying to see like what was the most popular songs out there. Seen things that were like getting brought up more often, or things that I've listened to, and I was like, wow. You know, just like the first part of it, I was like, wow, that sounds really good. And I'll pause it and be like, I'm going to write the name of this song down and we'll listen to it later on the channel. And hopefully it's as good as I'm thinking. Right? So that's what we got here. I don't know if you all have heard of it. I know I've like listened to little bits and parts of it. So I hope you all enjoyed this. This is Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond. Everybody that I know has already heard this song. Like, they've listened to it and they're like, hey, it sounds amazing. Have you listened to it? And I was like, I've listened to like a part of it because it's just like everywhere, but I haven't listened to the entire thing. So I hope you all enjoy this. I hope I enjoy it. I guess from what everybody else is saying. So let's listen to it and see what's going on. As always, like I said, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you like this kind of stuff, let me know. Especially, it's just gonna be me. If you're wondering why, I'm gonna lower my chair. There, boom. I'm gonna lower my chair. That way we can have a little bit more of the video. As always, guys, if you enjoy this kind of content, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you all think about it. This is Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond. I think it's pretty new. So yeah, tell us what you all think. I'm gonna pause and talk about it, obviously, that way it doesn't get copyrighted. If you see a lot of people like, oh well, if you just play the whole thing, you can't do that. All right, you get demonetized and probably a copyright strike. All right, let's jump in and do this.
Well, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame.
I'm already this first part is what I listened to, and I had to like look down because I was like driving, and I was like, that part right there, that was it. I paused it because I was like, what is this? I love songs that tell a story, and just the first, as you can tell, 18 seconds of this song, I was like, you're right. I was like, overtime hours for bullshit pay. I have a buddy. Guys, I'm not joking when I say this. If he doesn't work 6 hours of overtime, like if he just works 1 hour of overtime or 2 hours of overtime, if he doesn't work 6 hours of overtime, he owes them money. Like, he loses money on his paycheck. Makes 0 sense. Zero. He's like, hey, I make this amount of money, but if I go over 1 hour or 2 hours, it goes back, and he loses money. Like, that's, you know, and like most people, like he said, he's like, it's bullshit. It's bullshit pay. You know, it really is.
Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
That's completely true. Rich men just want total control over everything. There's just so much. I'm already like enjoying this song, and I'm like listening to the lyrics, and I don't know, I'm just enjoying it.
Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't.
Wait, I have to repeat that. What did he just say?
Control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't.
So he basically just said, he's like, they're scheming. They like, hey, they want to know what you think, want to know what you do, but they don't think you know. But he personally knows that you do, because it's like, hey, you know, they track you on everything. That, unfortunately, that's just the way the new world, like he said, works. They track you on everything. Think about anytime you get on Amazon or anytime you're on any website, they know exactly what you're doing. Hulu itself says, hey, we're making sure whatever you watch, the ads go to what you're like local in your area and what you're normally going to do. Bob, 99 cents. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Much love. So I'm 100% agreeing with him, and he's not wrong. He's like, they want to know what you think, want to know what you do.
Ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men.
And then you got this part right here, man. This whole song is like, man, I feel like I'm going to be pausing a lot, but this whole song is like, your dollar ain't shit because it's taxed to no end. Yeah, you get taxed when you make your dollar. You get taxed when you spend your dollar. You get taxed for living in your area. Like, there's just so much taxes going on. It's unreal. What was it? They said, let's say you get paid, you got taxed on it. You buy a car, you get taxed on it. You get taxed on the road that you're driving on. If you pop a tire, for example, you call them because it's like, hey, you already taxed me on this road that you're supposed to be fixing, but there's a pothole in it which caused my tire to pop. And they're like, well, you're shit out of luck. Now you gotta go pay that too. So now you're paying for the tire, and again, that's more taxes coming out right there. And then you get taxed on the car at the end of the year that you've already paid for and you own. So it makes 0 sense. But yeah, you get taxed to no end. He's 100% correct.
Oh, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men.
Yes, Bob, you can request a song.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere.
Shots fired. God. Man. He's like, wish politicians take care of minors instead of minors. Oh, God, that's wow. Yeah, the politicians really don't care about minors. Obviously, that's a well-known fact. And then they're talking about the island. I don't know if I could say that, but yeah, if you know, you know.
Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
Oh my God. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do milk welfare. We're not going to just say like only the obese, milk welfare, because that just would be unfair. That's categorizing everybody in one thing. We're not going to say that, but there are a lot of people, unfortunately, that are milking welfare. They're milking every like financial aid that the government can get, and people that actually need it can't get it because people are doing that. And it's very extremely unfortunate that that's going on. Yeah, I think it is BS that my taxes shouldn't be paying for your treats. What was it? Somebody a while ago, they were like, look, a hard worker working 7 days a week because he can't take time off, or like the company's like, no, you're working every single day and you get 1 day off every 2 weeks, if you're lucky. And then it's like, here, this is what their fridge looks like, and it's like bare bones. Like there's like a half gallon of milk in there, there's like a thing of bologna there, very, very small stuff that just like, okay, it looks like they're extremely poor kind of thing. And then you have someone that doesn't work at all that gets EBT and they're milking welfare, and their entire fridge is completely stacked with food. Their cabinets are stacked with food, and you got some ramen noodle over here, like it's ridiculous. It really is. It's not fair. And it's like, why is the people that are working so extremely hard not getting to keep the money that they actually earned? It's ridiculous.
Bags of fudge rounds, young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down.
And I like how he said it's like young men just keep getting kicked down because they're like, oh, you know, back in my day, you know, we've all heard that saying, you know, back in my day, I could do this, and this, and I'd have enough for this. And it's like, you just need to work harder. Back in your day, the house, a brand new 3-bedroom house was only $4,300. That equates to $90,000 or somewhere around here when it comes to that. So no, you can't compare because just the inflation rate of the money and stuff. It's like, yeah. And if you try, what was it? I sat there and was reading something on statistics. It stated like, oh, right now, if you were in the Great Depression, the peak of the Great Depression, I think it was like $4,300 or $700. And they said that was the annual income. Okay, that doesn't seem like a lot of money, obviously. But with the inflationary thing, what would $4,300 or was it $700 be in today's money? I think it came out to like $87,000 to $89,000, something around there. And that means if you're making below that, you're making less money than the people that were in the Great Depression. And that's sad. That is extremely sad. And like, no matter what you do, you can work hard all you want, and it's just nothing. And like, people just keep putting you down, like, oh, you could do more. You could do more. That's true.
Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
This is very, like, it's very catchy, and I really enjoy this song, and there's nothing really there to state, because I've already stated the first verse that I heard everything that it is. Richard Brown, you're saying Biden screwed up the economy. Unfortunately, he made the biggest mess up, right? But I can't just blame everything on one person, one individual. It wouldn't be fair. Someone that just comes into office and it's like, oh, it's just his fault. We got, think about all the old people in Congress. We have, there's this lady in Congress, I don't remember her name, but I seen it the other day, that she gave over her rights to make the decision anymore because she's not mentally able to. All that rights over to her daughter, but yet she's still in her political situation or position to still make decisions for the country. That makes zero sense to me. Absolutely zero. Like, there should be an age limit on people that are in political power positions. They're like, no, everything that you knew back in the day doesn't even exist anymore. Get out. We're in an ever-changing world. Move. Get out.
I've been selling my soul, working all day.
It's a cute dog.
Time hours for bullshit pay.
Oh, another dog. I really enjoyed this song. It definitely tells you, like, what's going on, unfortunately, in the world, the United States, and it's horrible. It's a new world, and it sucks. But it is nice knowing that, like, you know, it's been a while, and I've been, like, me and my buddies we're always talking about, like, stuff like this, and I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. You know, the world keeps doing this, and it's nice that people are actually, like, making, like, boom, hey, put it in your face kind of thing. Like, hey, this is what's actually going on, and we're noticing, and it's about time that people are starting to do that. So hopefully we can switch things up and maybe make a difference. I'm hoping, you know, obviously one song's not going to make a difference, but hopefully, you know, there's a start of something. It would be pretty cool. Let's see here. We got, making sure I'm not missing anything. I'm going to write these things down. As always, guys, if you enjoy this, remember to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all your love and support. We really do. Alrighty.